There's certain patterns to break.
And you think choosing bad partners is like a genetic thing?
You know how everyone was completely smitten with Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker and believed they were an unstoppable power couple? As it happens, things aren't as perfect as they first appeared to be. Their marriage failed in spite of Travis's several assurances that he would support Kourtney. If you thought Scott Disick was a mess, this is something else entirely. Although Kourtney and Travis appear to be in love, things haven't always been easy behind closed doors. Kourtney has apparently been depressed about it all lately. It is just heartbreaking. What went wrong then?
I want to cry.
Why?
Just because it's like, it gives me anxiety. Because I'm just like, it makes you really like analyze just like where you're at. And then I'm like, sometimes like, what am I doing?
Kourtney is now revealing that things weren't quite as they seemed. She acknowledges that at first, it was all very romantic and exciting, as if we were awestruck teens. However, that fierce flame has vanished. According to her, the memoir somewhat exposed Travis's covert affection for Kim Kardashian, which caused tension in their ostensibly ideal relationship. Shauna Moakler, Travis's ex, claims that their breakup was caused by his infidelity with Kim. Travis freely acknowledges that he finds Kim attractive, but he denies having an affair with her. Travis's past fondness for Kim has rekindled some old emotions. Kourtney revealed that she had been bothered by his previous infidelity, particularly during family gatherings. People have recently questioned whether Barker played a major role in causing conflict between the two sisters. It's like, Kourtney's fans are worried about Travis, Barker said in response to the criticism in an interview with the Los Angeles Times. He is a womanizer. Put an end to it. It goes without saying that I disclosed all of that in order to get over it. For me, it was therapeutic. Her sister is that. She is aware that we once spoke. There was nothing negative happening. When you give people a little information, they believe they have the answer to the question. This is why they are fighting. It's just so absurd, the well-known musician continued.
Was taking his last name a given? Were you positive that was going to happen, or did you think about that for a while?
It was a given. Yeah, it was just a given.
Thus, those brief previews we received for the forthcoming new season on Hulu, which will premiere on May 23rd, 2024, they essentially implied that Kourtney and Kim's problems weren't resolved magically following their intense argument at the conclusion of the previous season. Interestingly, though, it appears like they were actually making amends off-camera. To celebrate Kim's birthday, Kourtney even posted this heartfelt note. People are still talking about Kourtney Kardashian and her relationship with Kim in spite of everything that has been said. She recently made waves by dressing up like Kim for Halloween. On October 28th, Kourtney shared a photo of herself on Instagram sporting a tight flowery dress and a slicked-back ponytail extension. The ensemble was a reference to Kim's famous 2013 Met Gala ensemble from when she was expecting North with Kanye West. In the caption, Freaky Friday, Kourtney posed with her hands on her own growing baby belly. Travis wasn't exactly the epitome of monogamy, to be sure. He was not afraid to acknowledge that he had cheated on his wife in previous marriages, including Shauna Moakler, with whom he even confessed to having an affair with 13 other women simultaneously. He said that he had strayed from the start of his first marriage to Melissa Kennedy, even before he formally started seeing Kourtney. Travis claimed he wasn't ready to settle down and that he valued his independence too highly, therefore he wasn't particularly interested in monogamy. Knowing all about Travis's troubled past, Kourtney naturally found it difficult to trust him, particularly after they had a child together. People started talking when Travis opened up to Kourtney before they were formally dating. Some found it endearing, akin to a romantic comedy moment in real life. Others, however, were taken aback. The combination of sentimental content and a touch of unease had people wondering about their relationship dynamics. Their outward shows of devotion turned their intimate times into a spectacle and appeared to be more about control than true love. Others believed they were merely acting and lacked that genuine, profound connection, while others interpreted their actions as sincere. We questioned whether their love was genuine because it seemed like they were always using ostentatious displays to win others over. When others began to doubt Travis's authority over their relationship, things became much more difficult. From their public behavior to important choices, Travis appeared to be in charge of everything. It caused some individuals to question who was in actual control. Then, in a hint at some residual sentiments, Kourtney brought up Travis's continuous arguments with his ex-girlfriend Shauna. As a result of all of this, Kourtney felt uncertain because Travis wasn't always really there in their relationship. After a while, she began acting in ways that were solely intended to win Travis over. According to a source who talked to Life and Style, they all agree that Kourtney has changed since she started dating Travis, and they don't like it, albeit some of them tolerate him more than others, and some are less vocal. Kim and the Push mogul have a complex relationship. The source claims that she believes Travis has been steadily severing her ties to the family and pressuring her to do so. People are concerned that Kourtney may be losing herself in her pursuit of Travis's approval because of her readiness to modify everything, including her food and wardrobe, to suit his preferences. She said she's trying to stay true to herself and establish her own style, but Travis seems to be influencing that as well. Their once ferocious romance is now in ruins, and Kourtney is doing everything she can to keep Travis at her side. She has been making valiant efforts, but lately he has been retreating more and more. It has reached a point where Kourtney is making a desperate attempt to save things by implementing an odd scheme. Since Kourtney's last-ditch effort to mend things, Travis has been acting somewhat strangely. As part of their worldwide tour, Travis flew to Australia with his Blink-182 band to perform. However, he wasn't flying alone when he got there, and he wasn't pleased about it at all. It seemed as though Kourtney was attempting to make up for the distance Travis had caused in their relationship by being overly attached. She not only accompanied him on his international trip, but it appears she even made his Australian tour a family holiday. Kourtney, Tiny Rocky, and Penelope were all on camera with Travis immediately after he left Sydney. Travis, however, didn't appear overly excited about her trip plans, and his annoyance persisted even when they posed for fan pictures the following day, despite their family's experience. However, Kourtney appeared to be thrilled to be with him. However, her attempts to maintain Travis' interest and strengthen her relationship with Rocky didn't quite work out. The Daily Mail claims that rather than traveling with Travis to perform in Perth and Adelaide, they chose to remain in Sydney. Unfortunately, because they were in different cities, Kourtney was unable to spend Valentine's Day with Travis. An insider told The Sun that Kourtney is having a lot of trouble keeping up with everything. It turns out that accompanying Travis on his tour is much more difficult than she had anticipated.
Forget about you couldn't be happy. You couldn't be happy for me. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't. What is it that you feel so low of me? If you'd like to. No, I want you to dig deep and figure out why you hate me so much and why you're so angry with me, because all of this never happened. I was so happy for you. Why would I not be happy for you? I felt at my wedding that you weren't happy for me. Because you have a serious vendetta. You just are different.
Fortunately, she can rely on her team in times of need. However, the insider claims that she is completely exhausted from caring for Rocky, entertaining the older children, and dealing with jet lag. The reality star said in a recent conversation that she and her partner are still not living together. She talked about how, instead of bunking with her spouse, she frequently ends up co-sleeping with her 10-year-old daughter, Penelope. However, Kourtney stressed that everything is going well with their arrangement, particularly for their children. To make things comfortable, they are eager to let their kids stay in their own homes. I believe we are currently discovering out how to integrate our families and children. Those things are being put in place. Every Sunday night, we all gather at his place for a family supper. She clarified on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, we want our kids to feel really comfortable as well. They have each had their own room and have lived in their homes for the most part of their lives. Furthermore, their homes are practically across the street from one another, so it's not like they're separated by great distances. All we can do is hope that everything works out well for everyone. We'd like to hear from you now. How do you feel about Travis's past and the couple's choice to live apart? Is this a sign that a divorce may be imminent? And do you think Kourtney and Kim will have a falling out? Leave a comment below to continue the discussion. Be sure to subscribe to Celeb Talks if you want to stay up to date on the latest celebrity news. Watch the next video to learn more about Kourtney Kardashian's emotional response to Scott's illness.